at the exhibition in Portland, Oregon, at the Garden House, baby.
ASMR, bro, it's going down.
On the scene with Carissa Dez, my special guest host, Kmart Woods, and we have the host of this event, and our special guest for tonight, we got Pax over here.
Motherfucking Pax. I'm feeling myself tonight. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I don't even have a voice. But I'm feeling myself tonight.
It's a cake. And then we have the wonderful Julian Outlaw over here.
What's happening? What's going down?
Also perform tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all both from Texas, right?
Two H-Town natives.
Houston, Texas.
You know what I'm talking about in the building.
Y'all both from Texas.
You know why this is the best event? And now I know, and I remember you're from Texas. You got the best. You got the Southern hospitality.
Hey, you know, I mean, you gotta carry a little bit of Southern hospitality around. You know?
And I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, and y'all got to experience that tonight. Y'all got to experience that tonight. The Southern hospitality was real. Shout out to my man Moody Pax.
It's that true love. It's that true love.
You know what? My normal co-host, not normal, but Leon is also from Houston, Texas. So
shout out Pretty Leon, man. You know what I'm talking about.
He's been mainly living in Portland most of his life, but Leon was born in Texas, so
he's everywhere.
Yep. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about music. First of all, what makes a good live show, do you guys think? And two, for somebody who hasn't put on a show before, what are like the key ingredients, so to speak, for putting together a good show? I actually put on house shows, but I would like to put on shows at venues, and I have never done that. I'm kind of nervous, so help me out here.
I feel like the one thing that you really need for a good show is basically outreach, because if you don't really reach out to the community, you're not really doing anything. The community is who you're.
No one's gonna show up if you don't have that.
That you need to be able to see out there in the future, whenever you're out there on other stages. You don't know what I get from just talking to a random person and saying, hey. That's literally how I got so many people here.
I'm annoyingly good at that.
Yeah, Kmart is very good at it, for sure.
And I can say, honestly...
He's also really good at that, too. He'll just be like, hey, you're my new fan.
And then, honestly, I can say, I learned a lot from Julian, because he has this type of personality to where, you know, he's not just saying, okay, the next artist is... He's actually talking to the people. So I feel like that makes a good effect, too, when you're actually engaging with the crowd as the host and not relying on the artist to do so.
And I noticed that with you, actually, and I love that. You, earlier when you were on stage, it seemed like you were so grounded with them, and I remember talking to you before you actually started all of this, and you kind of shared your vision with me, and it's just really beautiful to see the growth that you're having right now, because I know you started, and from then on, you know, the initial goal is to keep growing. And you have, when you were on stage earlier, I noticed by the way your body language was and stuff, you were like making people feel you like through that. And
if you
I just want to show gratitude because not a lot of people know how to do that. And so when people do little shit like that, but really big, it's subliminal, I notice it.
I appreciate it. I work really hard. Just to, like I say, support the community. I mean, if you're not supporting your own community, you don't have a fan base.
Don't forget about yourself.
One thing I do want to add on to that is, besides the obvious, reaching out to the community, got to do that. But one thing that I am very impressed with Moody for doing, and one thing that I try to always do is make sure that when curating the show, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have good performance, you gotta have good entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Keep people right there and locked in. The crowd retention is the thing that I look for the most, you know what I'm saying?
If you're just throwing a show and you're putting random people on the show, you're not communicating with them and stuff.
Be intentional with everything you do.
Like y'all saw how I set it up, like basically like everything that I did. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm getting ready to send this. Y'all get this to me. But if you don't have organization, it's not gonna make sense. Like you said, I want to bring quality back to performing. I want to bring quality back to like support. Like there's quality in supporting people.
Real love. That's real love right there.
Showing real love out here, supporting people for real. And so,
we appreciate real love.
So when I do this, when I reach out to the people that I want on my shows, I go with the intention saying that I support you, I believe in you, and that anything that you do, I want to be able to support it. So that whenever, like I said, whenever I throw something again, you'll come out to it, even if you're not on the lineup. Or if you got something, I'm gonna show up. I don't care. Y'all ask me to show up, I'm gonna show up. So yeah. I really love this.
What about you, Julian? So we're back on the scene. I'm Carissa Dez. Kmart Woods over here,
Came out Big Streets, Big Papa, you know what the fuck going on, Big Butt Shit gang. Got Julian in this bitch.
Julian Outlaw, straight out of Houston,
He's also
Texas.
a Houston native. Houston native, right?
Hey, Sound, Drip or Drown, you already know what it is.
So, where did you get your name from?
My mom and my dad.
Julian is your real name, and then Outlaw. What does the Outlaw come from? Is that your last name?
That's my last name.
No, it's not. For real?
I've been doing this since I had an ID.
I don't believe it. Julian
I am a cartoon character. Because I think COVID kind of took all of us out of our like normal element of going out and understanding what's happening outside. But especially now with the sun coming out, you know what I'm saying? I feel like business owners, entrepreneurs of all sorts, entertainers and stuff, we're all getting that wild hair up our ass to go outside and do some shit. So I think it's cool.
Serotonin is flowing through the veins.
It's flowing. And the fact that we all get to, we're meeting new people now. You know what I'm saying?
Summer's going to be crazy.
Summer going to be wild, yo.
Honestly, like after COVID, I was the most extroverted I've ever been. Because I've always been like an extrovert, introvert, you know, and I still like need that time to recharge. But after being locked in for that long, I'm like, so much more of an extrovert.
That human reaction.
I want to meet everybody now.
That human interaction is so important, and like COVID kind of like let us all know how important that shit really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even go to the grocery store. I was getting even all my food delivered. Like I was inside all the fucking time for like over a year. That shit will change a person.
One thing I think is really cool though is that COVID kind of some of these venue owners and businesses. They kind of got a little bit more respect for artists now.
Yep.
Because it used to be like,
I heard that.
You know what? Hey, I have a venue. I've got TVs. Y'all aren't really bringing anything. I mean, I'm allowing you the opportunity to perform here.
Right.
And then after COVID, once people realize they can drink for cheaper at home, it's like, entertainers are a very viable part of your business. And so I think we've all gained a nice mutual respect.
I've never thought about it that way, but that's very fucking true.
Honestly, they shouldn't be charging artists to throw events. If it's like a bar, like if they're bringing
I'm making you racks at your bar. Why am I giving you any of my profit?
Like, bro, we can drink cheaper at home. Like,
your club wouldn't be lit without music.
That's a good point.
What would you have?
That's a good point.
What would you have? Alcohol?
I can get alcohol at home. I have Spotify.
TV at home, like.
I have ESPN Plus. You know what I'm saying?
That's such a smart point. That's very smart. I never thought about it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, support your local entertainment, bro.
Yeah.
We're doing it big. We ain't fucking slowing down either.
Yeah, you know what? Like we've been saying, there is a revolution, not just in, social justice, which that is hopefully happening, but in the music scene, not just in Portland, but honestly across the U.S. And I feel like Portland is kind of a hub for art, and I think people, honestly, like us, I'm not trying to talk big about myself or whatever, but like people like us who are like working on making a difference are going to change things and are going to revolutionize and change music here in Portland. Because it's like after COVID, everything was just burnt down and we're starting over again. So we get to change, we get to shape it however the fuck we want,
I ain't gonna lie, I love the fact that all eyes are on Portland. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons. With how, because we're pretty much living in Resident Evil, like the fucking video game right now. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that people can see events like this, artists like myself and Kmar, you know what I'm saying? Carissa doing her thing, you know what I mean? People are gonna see that, even just like. You know what I'm saying? Even through all the bullshit that Portland is going through right now, us humans can come together and express ourselves in a positive ass way, dog.
Chills. Yep. No, but on some real shit. Like, despite all that shit, the eyes will eventually be on us, and they already are, if we're still sharing our work and doing things that other people maybe aren't doing. And of course there's other people who do it, but Carissa is one of the first people I've seen do interviews like this. So as years go by, you gotta kind of open up your eyes and realize, like, where are you gonna be at in a few years? Everyone needs you here right now. You are a needed source in this community. So
I know it's scary, but unfortunately we're next up.
We are.
It's not scary. We're all ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
we right here.
I didn't say I was going up as a musician, but we're all going up. We're all going up.
One thing about me is I'ma always put people on that really showed me real love. Because that fake shit, I can see right through it, and it do hurt me, and I have to sit with it sometimes. But people that show me real love, like, I will go to the ends of the earth for people like that.
I didn't hear what you said, but I think you're talking.
She was talking about how there's somebody, real love. She said real love is hella important. One thing I'm gonna add on to that is self-love is hella important. Cause like she said that she would go to the ends of the earth for somebody that shows her real love.
Sure,
I want you to do that for yourself, mama.
Yeah.
Love yourself and go to the ends of the earth for Kmart, you dig me?
I need to.
Honestly, that's what I've been learning is that, you know, I've been putting that toward the wrong people. And if I put as much into myself that I put into these little fuckboys, then I would be a lot further than I am now, honestly. I'm a very giving person, and I give it all to the fuckboys. So now I'm
a sugar baby.
Not just for myself, but for my homies. You know, like that we're putting in the work. So.
And another thing too, I want to add to that is like recently, I really needed to hear that message from you because I feel like people speak through you, and this last year, you know, performing, I'm the type of person who can be hard on myself sometimes. Like, I'll be real, all of us can be. And I realized, as of recently, that has been one of my messages that to myself is like, I need to start loving on me more because I've given all this love to people. They don't know how to receive it. And so I almost forget about me sometimes. I'm so focused on all these other artists and being front row at their shows, showing them love, and because I feel music in my soul. I've been singing since I was 3 years old. I've been on stage since I was 8. And there's a lot of people faking out here who, I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily faking, but there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm just gonna rap.
You can necessarily say that. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well,
I got something to say next.
They just pop out of nowhere. They're like, oh yeah, I rap. And it's like, but you don't feel the passion the way I do.
Yeah.
And that's what makes people stand out from the rest. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, self-love is so essential. Don't love on people so much that you forget to love on yourself. And another thing too, no one gives a fuck. Get that bag.
Oh my mama. Hey, make sure, like they say on the airplane, put the mask on yourself before anybody else. You dig me?
So I was gonna say, I just asked what would make the Portland music scene better, and somebody's mentioned this before, and it kind of pissed me off. But now I agree. Can we start using our own voice? Like a little backtrack is fine, but when you just let it play and you don't sing. Like that bothers me, and I'm about to do that bothers other people. Like I get it, like you have the backtrack, you have the beat and everything, but can we just try to sing a little bit more like in person? I think that would, you know, make you more unique, and people would actually feel who you are more through your music if you're just raw. So that's my request to not you two, but just people in the music scene in Portland. That's my request.
Be different, and be you, and the right people will come to you.
Artists that are out here, please, before you leave the session, just even if you don't just do it with the beat, duck your vocals, duck that make up a performance track, duck.
Period.
You can keep the hook full volume. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm a one deep cat. I ain't got no crew with me. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, some of you cats are really like fucking like gang members and shit like that. Y'all got homies that know your lyrics and shit. Y'all can have a hype man on stage, bro. Duck your verses. It's called ducking. Google that shit.
Duck that
You got it. I promise you.
Alrighty, y'all. Are we finished?
No, we're never finished. Okay? We're never stopping.
We're never done.
We're here and we're not fucking leaving. Big butt cheek gang in the fucking house. We're on the scene. I'm Carissa Dez. We got Kmart One special guest host here and Julian Outlaw.
Big butt cheek gang, you know what I'm talking about. It's your boy Julian Outlaw here, and I'm here with the Big Butt Cheek Gang, and I'm ready to suffocate. You dig me? It's lane ways to the grave day. Fuck with me.
We appreciate you.
Honestly, baby.
Pharmacee gang, you feel me?
Yeah!
Carissa!
Yeah, gang!
Yo, this is Honesty. Carissa Dez and my very special guest host up here, Kmart One. We got our special guest artist from the Pharmacee. We're the fucking Shane Taylor. We all know it's not a party without Shane Taylor, but we do have Jedi and KG King over here, ready to give us some medicine from the pharmacy.
Some medicine,
Some medicine,
man.
baby.
Music. Don't
Give me
get
that
twisted.
medicine, man. Hey, we love you, Carissa. Thank you for having us.
Give me that
Kmart, thank you. We love you too. Thank you for having us, Kmart.
Hey, Pharmacee in the building right now. Me and my nigga KG. Shane is on his old man shit right now. He at home with his wife.
Old ass
Little
nigga.
wifey.
So all
These
the
boys still outside.
all the single niggas
These
are
boys
still outside. Go crazy. Let's talk.
Facts.
How long has the pharmacy been a thing?
Good question.
All right, listen. Pharmacee popped
I would
off
say
probably
about
maybe
5
almost like a
months.
About 5 months.
Five, maybe
About
six.
5 months, we had 4 members, but some shit came up. Now we got 3,
Yep.
and we are better than ever.
You don't want to talk about it.
Of course we do. Of course we do. Always. We always want to talk about it.
All right, I've been trying to get it out of you guys.
We always
but
want. Listen, I know you have.
Hey,
We
set
always
it
want to
off,
talk
set it
about it. Listen,
You don't have to go into detail.
I won't.
Okay.
But let me tell you something.
This isn't TMC, okay?
Here's what I'll say.
We can make it TMC, but
I'm gonna
God.
say one phrase.
Go ahead, Zadar.
Sipping is dangerous and it can ruin your friendships.
On God.
Oh
I'm
God.
okay with simping.
So don't simp.
You can simp for me. I'll simp
And
for
keep
you.
your
Nah, hey,
friendships
shut the fuck up.
home.
Hey,
I have a question
you
for y'all.
bitch
though.
ass niggas, don't simp for these bitches.
Yes,
It will ruin your fucking life.
Yeah, but,
Facts.
but
No.
But listen, maybe if you were.
What?
No, it'll ruin your fucking life.
Listen, I simp for Kmart.
He acting real
That's
bad.
my personal simp for.
We don't give a.
She said order in the court.
And guess what? I still have a lot of friends, and Kmart's still my friend. So sipping is okay sometimes. You know what I mean? Only girl.
Well, y'all are both females, so I'm gonna just be honest. From a male perspective, it's really not okay, especially because as a male, like you put yourself in a certain mindset, in a certain predicament, to where you will not give a fuck about your partners over a female, and it's not fair.
There's
It's
balance,
crazy. It's not
though.
fair,
There's
and that's
balance.
crazy.
There's
And to be fair,
Exactly.
There's balance,
women
though.
shouldn't
Like-
do that either.
Facts.
Okay, you can.
Y'all
Facts.
shouldn't be
I would
switching
never-
on your
But
best
also,
friend.
like, your person needs to realize that your friends are important too.
They're more
That your-
important than a
that your
fling.
social life is important. Your music is important. So I get that part. Simping isn't a problem, but you know, there's other issues there. But that's-
anyway, we off that.
that's like a-
Yeah, we already
that's
off
what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Off that shit. Let's talk about something else.
It's a
Hey,
personal issue. That's all we know. And,
So we got a song
but you guys
dropping.
are still doing your thing, and you got a
May
song
5th,
dropping,
right?
so-
May 5th?
May 5th.
May 5th?
What is that? 6 days?
Prescription.
Next weekend?
Prescription.
Like 6 days. We're dropping a new song called Prescription.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We pop shit like
We about to pop shit like
prescriptions.
prescription.
Kmart.
And we got
She knows all the words already.
we're doing a single release party at Mono Culture.
shit.
We're headlining.
Okay.
And we going up. It's
May
going
5th.
crazy.
May 5th is the actual
May
show.
5th.
It's
Are you
coming.
gonna be there?
It's going
Are you
up.
gonna, is on the scene gonna be on the scene?
Carissa lying.
You got money?
Huh?
It all depends if you got paper. We're about about that bag.
Hey, I respect that. She like, hey, we making money
If
moves.
I see some green, then yeah, I'll be there.
I respect that.
I follow the money trail. You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
No, but the
said
thing,
money
though,
trail.
the thing though is that I'm all about community. I'm all about music. But I want to continue doing it. You guys understand? You know, like you can do shit for free all day until you run out of money. You can't do shit anymore. So it's like,
Oh yeah, you can
Well,
do
that's
that.
right.
that's been kind of like
All the time.
that's been kind of like a going
But that's
really
the thing
topic
about
for
the
me
come
is
up.
like,
That's the thing about the come up. When you're coming up, you gotta do a lot of shit for free.
Right.
But then you'll hit a threshold where you're like, all right, I'm done with the free shit.
that's
I need that
yes.
paper.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And also,
I got you.
you also keep that 9 to 5 until you are making enough money with your hustle. You niggas at home, do not go all in with this rap shit until you have enough money to fund this rap shit.
Go
This
in,
rap
but
shit
make sure
is
you make
not
money.
cheap. It's not cheap. You gotta pay for promo. You gotta pay for studio time. You gotta pay for venues.
Period.
You gotta pay for video shoots. You gotta pay for your drip. You gotta pay for the ice that you got going on. You gotta pay for interviews like this. This shit is not cheap.
Hey, like,
All that bullshit.
Pay attention, rappers. This shit ain't cheap. So
pay us, so-
the only advice I would have was keep your 9 to 5. Keep
That's
your
one thing we
9.
need.
Right.
We need a
Always,
DJ.
but also make sure that you can pay your
we are
bills.
taking submissions for a DJ right now. I just came up with that on the spot.
I know he did.
So hey, if you nice on the ones and twos, and you want to work with some niggas who are
On top, and we
that
coming
way?
up.
then
That way.
You're looking for
Holla at our
like a
DM.
permanent DJ to be part of your crew.
Yeah.
You're looking for a permanent DJ
Yeah.
to be a part
So
of your
yeah, we would love
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Like we need that. We got a couple cameramen, women. 'Cause like we're trying to build a team.
And like when you do this, you can't do this without a team. So you need someone that's in PR. You need someone that's
building the roster.
We're building a roster. So you need background dancers. You need PR people. You need videographers / like.
We got someone for you.
The whole ensemble.
Go ahead, Carissa. What you were talking
Oh
about?
my God, we got twerking in the background. Y'all can't see it.
Yeah.
Wish you could. But just know it's happening.
Right.
Videographers are not cheap.
And they're
You're
not.
a videographer who wants to learn, who's like kind of good and wants to learn. Join our team. We're not gonna pay you until you prove us that you're good.
She said you ain't gotta be polished.
We need an intern, learn on the job type of thing, because we're doing it. We got Jacob over here helping out with cameras and stuff, and we need more help on our team too. So reach out to any of us if you're looking for a job. Basically. Anyway.
We miss Shane too.
Yeah, we miss Shane.
You hoe ass nigga. Why did you leave? You knew that we were gonna do this motherfucking interview, bro. You knew that we were
Don't
gonna
cuss him out on camera.
He said, I'm old, I gotta
Don't
go
cuss him out on
home.
camera.
She can bleep it out.
I know she will. It's hilarious. She's gonna bleep it out. I know. We love Carissa so much. She's adorable. She's the best.
Thank you. So, other than the new song, other than looking for a new teaching, what else do you have coming up? Any touring or anything like that?
Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Hella singles. We're dropping a single every other week. Like we're working like with certain artists, like producers, like Purple Matter, Bird Money, Richie Rich.
Shout out Purple Matter. We just
Shout out Purple Matter.
Literally last night.
Great producers, like all in the city. Doing some work with like Soul Luna and the Free Agents. That's a whole other thing. And the Pharmacee is like going up. So, Pharmacee got some crazy stuff going on. So
what would you say sets your group apart from like other musicians, other artists? What sets you guys apart from other artists? Like what sets you apart? What makes you unique?
Our vibe and energy. I don't think nobody really matches our energy on stage.
True.
Honestly, like I ain't seen no group of niggas that can really match our vibe on a stage. We
You guys have a good connection. You guys vibe well together.
Yeah, we got good chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry.
The music's fly. Like,
And something
I think it's our live performance. So like, I don't see nobody matching it. Just straight up.
It goes hard.
And if you got a group that you think you can match us, please holler at us. We'll have a competition. We can run that.
Something I want to say is that
That's a good idea.
you guys, I've seen you guys perform many times, and even if there's a few people in the crowd, oh yeah, I'm not even fan, I'm fam, anyways. But
Both.
we got both, But one thing I noticed, but anyways,
Yo, she hates me. I've been talking shit to her for 3 months. She hates me, but she loves me. She can't.
This is the genesis of all the scenes, so it's gonna be a hot mess.
Yes, ma'am.
I can see you. This is where you need to be.
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
think that you
I
guys
know.
bring
I'm just worried,
Jedi.
man.
I'll just
I'm
talk
not.
to you. I think you guys bring good energy, no matter where you are and what you're doing, and I think that's super important, especially at a performance artist. Because I've seen a lot of sim people. I wouldn't necessarily call them sims, but they fucking get on stage and they start complaining like, "I need everyone to do this," and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I've actually known some people who straight up walk off stage and like, "I'm not performing for this shit."
They're not giving.
It's
That's one thing that a lot of I can't stand about. Like, I feel like newbie performance is when y'all niggas demand energy that you're not giving. Say the crowd's dead and you're like, I need y'all to get it hype. Nigga, you get hype. The crowd follows the leader. If the leader ain't bringing the energy, they're not going to bring energy.
And
It's
energy is super important. It's one of the main elements to performers, and it's something that I look for when I'm looking at performances, and I can notice who's really putting their soul and shit into it. So it stands out. And like, even like from my perspective, whenever I perform, I used to think whenever I did like singing songs, I didn't give enough energy. But recently I've been flipping the mindset as I became more experienced, and I've noticed when I actually set the intention of putting that energy forth, the crowd feels it, even if it's a slow song. So it's, for anyone watching this, it's just a main element of your performance. Like, always elevate that shit. Try to set the intention before your performance. Like Jedi said, don't fucking expect some shit when you clearly ain't giving it. You can't just walk and say, oh, I demand this.
See, setting intention is really important for some, but there'll come a time where you don't even need to set an intention anymore. It just becomes automatic.
Exactly.
And I think that's kind of where I'm at now. I feel like he's at. I think that's where the Pharmacee's at. Like we don't have to think about it. We just are.
You give 110% every time.
It's automatic. But that also comes with experience. Like you don't just get that shit automatic. You have to set intentions a lot, and then it becomes automatic. Kind of like Kobe Bryant shooting free throws. That nigga can. I mean, rest in peace to the God, by the way. But you know, he can hit free throws all day. He couldn't do that at one point. But he became
the repetition.
Just automatically.
The repetition, the discipline, the consistency.
Repetition is the father of learning.
If you've been in the game longer than me, but if you see me performing a year ago as like a scared person who like was nervous to share my music, you would be like, you wouldn't recognize the difference in performance. Like it's a huge difference in energy. It's something just eventually just switches in you where you know what to bring every single time. And people can feel you.
It becomes automatic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Amen. Amen to that.
Amen to my brother.
We on the scene live. Jedi, Kmar.
These kids over here.
They quit on the interview.
Throwing gummy bears up in the air and catching them. She's a little
and we having
distracted
a
right
deep
now.
conversation. Y'all niggas was having your own conversation. So we was having our own conversation over here.
Well,
Okay?
none of this shit is about to make the motherfucking interview anyway. I don't give a
We're just.
This is not gonna make the cut. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, this is not making
Me and Jedi should have made the
I
cut.
literally don't know what you guys were saying over there.
Me neither. We can't hear y'all niggas. We don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all voice ain't louder. We had no idea.
Alright, let's talk about music. Okay, what for somebody like me who I've only put on house shows, but I want to start putting on like shows at venues. What would you tell me like for advice? Like the biggest piece of advice that you give somebody who hasn't thrown like a big show?
A show at a house?
No, not a venue. Like, what is some advice?
To be honest, I can't speak on that because I don't throw shows.
You've never done a show before?
I'm not gonna speak on it.
I mean, I've never thrown a show, but like, you know, I can speak from like the perspective of like performing at a show. And it's like, first of all, you gotta realize who you want to come to your show. First of all, like, I mean, like, let's just be honest, right? Realize like the crowd that you want at your show. First of all, like that is 100%. No, you do not.
Yeah,
I don't believe you want everybody at your show. I believe you want. I don't want everybody at my motherfucking show. I want niggas that no, I don't. I want people that's on my same wave at my show. Realistically because like what's happening, Moody Pat?
Bro, this nigga came through with some pie.
Okay, Pat's is gonna take
Moody Pat! Everybody come get a plate. Everybody come get a plate. Okay.
Okay, Kanye West. No, I'm gonna let you finish.
Hey, nigga, but that barbecue plate is the best barbecue plate of all time. Oh God. Hey.
Is that pork belly?
It's
What is
chips.
that?
It's
I'm about
pineapple.
to get a barbecue plate too, y'all.
It's so
But listen,
good.
when you're performing at a venue, talk to the crowd, all right? Create a relationship with the crowd. Don't just get up there and start fucking rapping. Nobody gives a fuck about what you are talking about. I just want to be honest. Nobody cares. You're a nobody to them, all right? Establish a relationship. Have them establish some type of like repetitive nature. Rapport. Say, when I say medicine man, you all say, give me that medicine man. Talk to the crowd, spit to the crowd, have them give you that back and forth. That's it. And then you rock.
What if they don't? What if they don't?
You rock out.
You just walk out.
You rock out.
You rock
Even if
out.
you got 5 people with you, it don't matter. You rock
What if
out.
nobody chants it? They're
Who
just
cares?
looking at
It
you
doesn't
like-
matter. Who cares? You rock
still
out.
go on. Okay.
Nobody cares. You rock
I
out.
thought you said walk out. I'm like, yeah,
You
walk
rock out.
So, if you could change something about the Portland music scene, what would you change about it to make it better?
Portland music scene.
All right, I'll let him go. I'll let him go, and then I'll go because I got something for this too.
I mean, if I could, I would say getting more black people to run shows. Like Moody Pax right now is running the show, and it's solid. We need more black people running black events.
Yeah.
As opposed to white people
And he's
running
doing it really
Yeah.
fucking good.
I agree.
Because consistently, when black people run shit, we get done shit. I don't know if that is, you know what I'm saying, but like, black people just doing the best.
Well, what he was trying to say.
If we're doing hip hop shows, I think we just need more black people as promoters, as showrunners, that's just gonna help boost the culture in this city, to be honest.
I think he was saying was like, as far as like flavor, all right?
Way up.
I think he was saying was like, brothers, we bring that flavor, all right? We bring that flavor.
Okay.
Bitches come out on the floor and they start twerking. Every nigga be hopping on the stage. Hey, shit, hey. Even the DJ be hype. So I think he was saying it's like more flavor. As far as like in the like 503 scene, we need some flavor. Like we need people that got that sauce, that got that drip. And that's why I'm here. All right?
Yeah.
I came and shift the whole paradigm to the 503. That's why I'm here.
I told Leon.
What you tell Leon? No, fuck you, Leon, because you ain't here, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Leon's an ATL.
I know he is, because nigga, that's where I'm from. I know. Fuck you, Leon, because you ain't here. Fuck you, nigga. Hey, put this as like the start of the video. Fuck you, Leon.
Okay, on the scene across the map with
He's going on a tangent.
Jokes.
Out of anywhere in the U.S., I think that ATL has the most culture. Out of anywhere in the U.S.
Yeah, probably.
I've been
Right.
to
Atlanta.
46 states in the U.S., so I've seen like a lot of fucking flatland, corn-fed people, you know? And ATL has the most culture musically and just...
Yes, sir.
And Leon said, oh, because there's...
Did you ever go to Afropunk?
Yes, sir.
Afropunk?
Afro what?
Afropunk?
Afropunk in Atlanta? Afropunk? No, nigga, I've never gone to that shit.
That's a hip-hop festival.
I've never been there, nigga. I've been to the Auburn Festival. Y'all too young for that. I'm the youngest one in this group other than Kmart. They don't even know about the Auburn Festival.
How old are you?
They ain't been there, bro.
You know how old
I'm 27.
You're old as hell.
Chill the fuck out, nigga. You old too. Shut the fuck up. I said other than Kmart, I was like, I'm the youngest one in here.
I'm 21 years old.
I'm the youngin'. I'm the youngin' of the scene.
21 years old. Where do you see the Pharmacee in 5 years from now?
On top.
Rich,
On top.
rich and successful.
Everybody. In the most humble way. In the most humble way possible. On top of everybody. Pause. Because I know it's a lot of niggas. Pause.
Okay.
Definitely not in Portland. We're not going to be here no more.
We're going to be on top of everybody.
We will not be living in Portland.
Not at all.
Where do you see yourself living in Dubai?
Anywhere other than here.
Probably either the LA, or New York. That's where I see myself.
Okay.
Dallas, maybe.
Well, I go visit LA a lot, so you guys don't have a place for me to stay when I go there in 5 years. You guys don't have a place for me to stay when I go visit LA.
Oh yeah, in 5 years?
Oh, 5 years.
5 years?
Oh, 5 years.
You guys don't have babies.
What? I got an 8-year-old. Don't play with
You
me.
got an 8-year-old?
I got an 8-year-old.
Okay, the truth comes out. He's a baby daddy.
Hey, I've somehow dodged.
I was gonna say.
I've dodged kids so far.
How are you not a baby daddy?
Well, listen, it be like that sometimes. I just want to be honest, it be like that sometimes. But all I want to say is, the Pharmacee, we are here, and we is popping. So if you rock with the Pharmacee, that's cool. We rock with y'all. If you ain't rock with the Pharmacee,
Then fuck you.
And
We don't care.
our slogan is, we got what you need. Pharmacy's got what you need.
pop, pop.
We the same
Are
shit,
you
baby.
sick?
We
Are you
outside.
down with the sick? No.
Jedi,
Go stream
KG,
Jedi's. Go stream Jedi's
Carissa
new
Dez,
album.
Protest,
Woods.
motherfucking legend. That's how we met. But that's a
Kmart
whole
Woods.
other story for
You'll
another
know.
day.
We'll talk about that
And
another
Kmart Woods. We out. I'm finna go to a white party.
And this has been
Black.
On the Scene.
A white party?
Follow us on Instagram. Now.
Okay. I'm on this.
I'll see y'all later.
Hey, we love y'all. Listen, we love y'all. Chill out. You know I be joking. Chill the fuck out.
Yo, this is On the Scene with Carissa Dez,
And Kmart Woods.
our special guest host, the beautiful, famous Kmart Woods. And we have the beautiful, famous 503 Inferno over here from Portland, Oregon. Yeah, you just performed. I saw you. That was lit. I was up there dancing in the front row. I was like getting down on the ground and like taking video of you. So, yeah. Anyway, have you been performing a lot lately?
Yeah, actually, I decided that I was gonna do that my own show that I was telling you about the last time I seen you at the Flow show.
Yeah.
That birthday bash went incredible, man.
Did it?
was
Oh, I seen
so
some
dope.
footage. It looked like it went
at the end
crazy.
of the thing too, like the person who owned the venue, he was like, you don't even need to pay me anything. I made so much money from the bar, but I gave them money anyways. I was like, I insist you take this, and I still took home a good amount.
You get locked in,
All right,
locked in.
let's do a show together. That sounds like you know what you're doing. So where was it at?
It was at Moto PDX Cafe.
Okay, I still have not been there before.
It looked like a nice venue from the footage that I seen.
It's a really dope venue. They're a newer venue located like next to the Cycle Gear, and the best part about it is you're basically in a giant refrigerator. Because all next to where you're performing is a bunch of fridges, so it's like the coolest venue I've ever been in. The coolest.
That's awesome. There's so many
That's probably
hidden.
good when you're on stage.
Yeah,
right?
it's a good thing.
There's so many hidden like gems in Portland that people don't know about, and they consistently get fucked over by the same venues. But if you just venture out and network, you'd be surprised at what you can find.
Yeah.
There are so many venues in Portland. It's wild because there's like
so
crazy.
I've actually seen you perform a couple times, and the first time I seen you perform, I had heard of you. You know, I think we've been on a couple lineups together. I noticed the energy.
It's so hard to hear. I can't even lie.
I noticed the energy you bring is so powerful. Why do you think that is? And what do you do? Like, how do you prep before a show?
How do you she knows that like you bring a lot of energy. How do you do that? Or like
how do I bring so much energy?
Yeah.
It's mainly from where I come from, like my background, because I know that like for me, if I don't make it with rap, I'm stuck on a 9 to 5. I don't want to work a fucking 9 to 5.
Exactly.
I'm trying to grind from the bottom up. I was homeless at one point, you know, and now we're stable with my family and shit. And I want to go up even further, you know. The way that I've lived by ever since being homeless is there's no way but up from there, you know what I mean? So
that's a beautiful story, and just going into that survival mode and knowing that this is your only shot. You know, obviously do some gig work on the side, but from my experience, it's a very saturated business. So you bringing that energy to the table, and you're young like me. I'm young as well. I just turned 21, but I got in the scene before 21. So like you're getting a good start to it, and
for sure.
I'm picky. I'm a very picky person when it comes to artists, and I love the energy you bring.
Thank you.
That shit's it's gonna make you stand out from the rest. So stick to being you. Make sure to have your own sound and really just meditate on it, you know, and be like, where do I want this to come from? Like, you can have influence, but when you're making music from the soul, that shit hits. So just keep doing what the fuck you're doing. Yeah.
I feel like your music is pretty unique too, you know, like is there an artist, I can't remember all the questions that I asked you before, but we did like a million interviews that night at the Flow Show. But the March Flow Show, shout out to Shane Taylor.
Shout out to Shane Taylor, the brother.
What was I gonna say? Oh, like, so which artists kind of inspire you to make, like, with your music?
Like in the city wise, or just anywhere?
How about one in the city and one outside of the city?
Okay, bet. So this is gonna be like probably the most mind-blowing thing ever, but my inspiring artist from outside of the city, believe it or not, is Dolly Parton.
I love that.
Believe that shit or not, is Dolly
that.
Parton. But in the city right now, like my top of top is definitely gotta be Lord Lawrence. Like he's working so hard.
We were just
Anybody in
talking
that
about Shane
Opal Royalty crew.
We're just talking about you.
We were just talking about the Flow Show.
Literally.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Bring him in here.
Come say hi, real quick. Sorry. Come say hi. Shane Taylor. Hey, what's up? We were just talking about Shane Taylor. We have the beautiful Alana Rich over here. How
This
are
interview
you?
just got featured with Shane Taylor.
Hey, what's up? It's Alana Rich.
We were just showing gratitude to Flow Show right now.
Yo. What are you guys up to? Just coming through?
Hey, it's lit at the
Just
show
come
right
through.
now.
503 Inferno on this bitch.
Yeah. Are you guys just coming through to watch the show, or are you performing?
I'm here to support, but I know Shane is performing tonight.
They added Pharmacee on last minute. Last night we were with Moody Pack. She's like, can you guys pop on real quick? We're like, all right.
Yeah, I invited KG. I was like, are you coming to the show? And he was like, oh, you mean the one that I'm actually on the bill for? I'm like, oh, I didn't see you on there.
I know, your name's not on the flyer, bro.
Yeah.
The thing is, too, is like with your guys' music, you know, you're just getting going with the Pharmacee. I feel like touching the younger generation here is so important because you know some people, but
I just found out how young he is.
I know, you're 17, right?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
the young now.
I was like, damn.
But I've been into Legrowski, fuck Legrowski by the way, but so many places.
Yeah.
Like Yeah.
He's actually the youngest person to ever perform at the Flow Show.
I think I performed my first time performing at the Flow Show. I was like either 15 or 14. I can't remember.
15.
Holy shit! So right when it started, like 2 years ago.
Around that area.
since
Yeah.
Flow Show Volume 1. Were you at Flow Show Volume
No, it
1?
was like Kelly's Olympian days, like Volume 7 or something.
Volume 7.
8.
It was right. It was right when it switched.
How
the
did he even
first
get
all
in?
ages that he did. I was there.
Oh yeah.
It was the first all ages that he did.
How did he even get in?
The Mono Occulta one. It was the Mono Occulta one, right?
Yeah, Mono Occulta.
It was all ages, maybe. Yeah.
That's how I got it, because Mono Occulta, they do all ages.
Yeah. So when was it? When was the moment where you were like, I gotta make music? How old were you? Like 10?
I was like 8 years old, and I decided when I woke up at like 1 in the morning. My mom didn't know I woke up, and she was crying in the front of the van about money situations, and a lot of people in my situation go out and do negative things.
Yeah.
And I decided that I would start making music and rapping on like the corner of the streets and stuff like that. That's when I got connected in with like, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Big Graham, I'm pretty sure, but he told me, yo, check out this place called the Flow Show. And I checked it out. I went to one of their events, and it just next level crazy.
Yeah.
And that's when I decided, all right, I need to take this seriously. Like, there's people that actually do this and like make a living from it. And that's when I just decided, all right, let's do it. And I went on
And
the
here you
charts. I was
are.
going crazy.
You just did a show at age 17 and made a good coin from that. So you're already doing it. Like, that's amazing. You know, like I'm still wanting to put on some shows. Like, I put on house shows, but I've never put on like a show because I'm nervous that I'm like gonna do a bunch of shit and like not make money. So I'm just like so nervous. But you're like 17.
That was
like,
my word. It is definitely an investment. But,
and a lot of time investment and money investment too.
Yeah,
So.
time, and it's depending on how many people you have performing, or if you have somebody organizing the event for you or not, it can get really stressful for sure.
Yeah.
It definitely took a team of people to do my show that I did recently.
Yeah. So you guys all put on shows. Hammer has too. Can you guys give a little advice for somebody who's putting on a show for the first time? Me? Give me some advice.
I think it's about connections. It's about knowing the right people, and you've got to ask them, like, before you book them, say, can you bring 5 people, like, at least?
Yeah.
Because most people come to a show, like, you can't go perform and not at least have one person pull up for you. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have
Right.
a best friend, you
Right.
don't have a mom.
Nobody,
that's
so someone's got to
Bring your mommy, daddy,
Bring your
uncle.
mom.
Hey,
bring
we're
your
on there.
baby
So my
mamas.
mom's out there somewhere.
Bring somebody from off the street.
Bring someone.
Bring somebody.
Anybody.
Yeah. What about you? What can you say for somebody?
I can go first, but I actually did my first show, and I have some plans in the works for some shows coming up within the next month or two that I'm curating right now. But I actually noticed that a lot of shows I've been to are very disorganized, and I put on my first show, and it was very organized, and I was definitely surrounded.
I was the door person.
Yeah, and I was very like organized about everything. I promoted it. I'd say promote for about a month. Don't be doing the last minute shit. Create flyers. Talk to your coworkers, everyone about it. I had random people coming that I haven't seen in years, or like sisters. The older crowd popped out. I had like 40, 50-year-olds there too, and it
Go
was
to
just
the retirement home. Invite those people too. Everybody.
they want to have fun too.
I know, everybody wants
But
that
yeah,
fun.
just network. Word of mouth is so powerful. Holding people accountable, messaging them personally.
Say,
and
bitch, you said you were coming. You're
yeah,
gonna be
make
there,
sure
right?
to make sure to build strong relationships with your fans too, because they'll want to pop out and show you love. So that's my advice.
What's your advice on a good show? For somebody who's putting on their first show, what advice can you give to like have a successful show? How to be successful?
I would say just to know that, first off, your first show is not going to ever be perfect. To know how to roll with the punches, because as much as you have a plan for things to go a certain way, chances are 1 or 2 things are going to go opposite of how you thought it would. And just knowing that you just need to adapt and basically roll with the punches, have kind of like you got to think on your toes. And that's what I think makes a successful show. Yeah, just practice and doing it often.
Yeah, I for sure think that it takes a certain type of person to be able to throw a good show. Because I know a lot of people who are just like so anal and one thing messes up and they get mad, but like with the show, there's always something that you didn't expect. I'm guessing, you know.
Keep
But
it
but you
business
actually,
too,
for
and know
first
your
show, did a
worth.
really good job. it seemed like everything went pretty smoothly.
Oh,
for
it
yours.
did. But my goal to move forward is keep networking. And so every show that you throw, build up more rapport, have more people show up, show out, stay in contact with those people, and just make it a growing process because people will get bored. Also, don't throw them too much. Let people miss you a little bit and have a lot of planning in between.
Yeah, I agree. So do you have anything else coming up? Any other shows coming up in the near future?
At the moment, I have no upcoming immediate shows to announce, but if you guys do watch my Instagram, 503_Inferno, I will be working again with Moto PDX Cafe super soon.
Okay.
And I have an album in the works that I'll be dropping soon with no man. So
You don't know the name yet?
Sorry, what'd you say?
You don't know the name yet? You don't have a name?
We don't have a name for the album yet, but we have a lot of projects that we have kind of chopped up in a rough draft for it. So we're working on it.
Can we make some suggestions for a name?
Absolutely, yeah.
What should you name this album? Just first thing. Mine's Jawbreaker.
It's Jawbreaker.
What is the concept?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What is the concept of your
What's it
album?
about?
The concept about it? Okay, so yeah. We're playing telephone, but the concept of it basically is my homie Dunkman is more like my brother to me. I met him really young. I was like 6 years old. He got locked up for a bad case. We'll just say that. Like he was facing life for sure.
Damn.
Life in prison. So he ended up beating his case and he got out. And ever since then, me and him, we've been kind of collaborating and making more music. And I've been able to actually help him grow his fan base. And now he's become bigger than me in the scene.
And he's in prison? And he's still? I think we talked a little bit about this before. Well, hopefully he's getting money on his books from his music and getting all the top ramen and cigarettes and whatever else he wants in prison, at least.
He's out now. He's out.
Oh, he's out. Okay.
Call
it freed.
The concept is about how he beat the case.
I don't know.
I'll still say Jawbreaker. I don't know.
Jawbreaker.
Call it
Oh, I thought she
freedom. Call it freedom or incarceration.
Incarceration.
Those are hard names.
Those are some ideas for you.
You ain't gotta lie.
There'll at least be songs on the album, though, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Of course.
I guess I have one more question.
Yeah.
What do you think makes the Portland music scene unique?
Man, I'd say the way that everybody just comes together. Every show that I've went to so far, I haven't seen any drama break out. And I've been to a lot of different shows throughout the Portland scene. And whenever you see a lot of shows at a lot of different cities happening, you see people getting trampled over, this, that, and the third, or people getting thrown. If that does happen here, we're very, very quick to help the person back up or whatever we gotta do.
Resolve
we watch out for our people, and we just have a good time.
We have good community here for sure. And I was talking to someone about this earlier. It's really important to just know that we all have the same end goal. So what can we do to build a team and help lift each other up? And the people who don't support you, there's always going to be someone else who does. So make sure to recognize that love and surround those people around you, because really, I've talked to business people and I've actually been, getting connected with some people lately, and they're like, what you really need around you is a very solid team. People that believe in you, who want you to win. And it's overrated to think that you can just take it all on yourself. So don't be hard on yourself and find your people and grow from there.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I know that Portlanders and people in general a lot of times are like DIY, they want to do.
Yeah.
And I was like that for a while when I was doing my podcast by myself before I had a friend on. I was like, and I'm still kind of doing that, where I'm like, I'm going to do the video, the audio, the production, and I'm going to be the person talking and everything. But now I'm asking people for help, and it makes my life a lot easier. You know what I mean? I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on help, but people who believe in you will help you. People who support you, there's a lot of people like that in the community that will help. So reach out.
Period.
For sure.
The sound just dropped because it was so loud out there.
Yeah.
And the crowd just.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on. You have a lot of real shit to speak about.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, this has been Carissa Dez. We're on the scene at the exhibition in Portland, Oregon. We got our special guest host over here.
Kmart Woods.
And we got our special guest over here.
503 Inferno.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to booty dance our way out of here.
Hold on. Hey, y'all. This is On the Scene Live with a special guest, Kmart Woods and Carissa Dez.
And it's me. You're here on the scene at the exhibition Garden House, guys. And we're here with our special artist guest over here.
AC the motherfucking prophet, man.
What's your name? E.T. the Prophet. Okay, I've heard that name many times before, but I've never seen you in person or seen you performing. Sorry it's so loud. It's crazy loud
I
over
can't
here.
even hear myself think right now, bro.
I know. That was a lit performance. I was up there dancing. What do you mean by there's a demon? You're a demon in disguise. What do you mean by you're a demon in disguise?
Demon in disguise, it can mean many things. It can mean basically, it can mean many things. You know what I'm saying? It can mean basically you trying to cloak yourself from motherfuckers that are trying to drain your energy, or you could basically be a demon in disguise. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to make that out to be, type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
So what does demon mean to you? Like demon time, or because like I've had people call me a demon, and I'm like I don't know if that's good because like it could mean like you're on demon time, like you're just getting wild, and somebody has said that like I'm a demon when it comes to sex, you know. So it's just like, what does that mean to you when somebody's a demon?
I'd say basically just getting all the green, man. You know, getting green, smoking weed, and living fast.
Okay, living fast. Yeah, I see that. How long have you been making music for?
About 1.5 years now.
Okay, and have you ever put on any shows yourself? Like
yeah, I put on a charity event. I put on a charity event in Ellensburg, Washington. At my college, made about $300.
Awesome. At your college? What college?
Central Washington.
Central Washington. Okay. What can you say to people who are putting on an event for the first time? Like, what's your advice? Like your main advice?
I'd say make sure you have shit planned, and that's very broad, but more to be correct, if an artist doesn't send in their music when you tell them to, cut them off the show. They don't need to. If they ain't about their business, then you don't need to be about theirs. That's how it is.
You said like people not sending their music in.
Yeah, like if you gonna send that shit day of. I mean, I did the shit today, but man, I had an email draft, so I thought I was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see that a lot. That's like the biggest thing I've noticed because I'm an artist, but I'm not like one that performs. I do this, but I've been in a lot of group chats with artists, and the host is always like, "Did you send in your music?" Yeah, that's always like the biggest thing. And like sometimes people don't even do it, and then they bring it last minute, you know. Right. So yeah, it just seems like I really want to put on a show, but it just seems like there's so many moving pieces where you just have to like literally like write it out, like everything out.
Right. Yeah, I'd say the best thing to do is just have for me, have a date. You know what I mean? If it's a certain time of year, St. Patrick's Day, you know what I'm saying? Christmas, Ugly Sweater concert, man. Like people want to go to the theme things, you know what I mean? You gotta think you can't think like an artist, you gotta think like a businessman, you gotta think like an executive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Are you talking about like themes and incorporating that? Yeah, that's definitely
like, I don't know why we haven't had a 90s night in Vancouver. I don't know why we had a 90s night.
Also,
in Portland, you know
for example, like there's a lot of things where you could be like, for like Alana, for example, she does K-pop night.
Yeah.
So it brings out that type of crowd. So whatever sort of target audience you're trying to create, it's really essential for.
Real shit.
Put the name on that shit and watch it flourish type shit.
Yeah. I really think that that's a good idea and something that I wouldn't have thought about being somebody who just started putting on events.
Yeah.
But it's like when I think myself about if there's like 3 events around Christmas time and one's like a Grinch or like a sweater party or something and the other 2 are just regular ass parties, like I think I would rather go to the themed party. So that makes a lot of sense. You know
and you gotta think about it too. Like people want to go out and have fun. There's people that are lonely. You know what I'm saying? People want to go out and interact with other people. If you can cater to a certain type of person and niche, then you're gonna be able to go anywhere with it. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like there's a lot of people who don't really like it's hard to get themselves to go out, you know. But if it's like a good enough reason, like you gotta get people excited for it to get some people out of the house.
Or even music-wise too. People be all over the place. I'm creating myself. Like people got most hyped for an anime song I made in my bedroom in 30 minutes. But I know if I made like different shit, you know what I mean, it wouldn't hit the same. You know, that's the same thing with planning events. You gotta do shit by the books, but you also gotta level up each time you do it, in my opinion.
Exactly.
The next event that I throw, it's gonna be a lot better just because I learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You learn from your shortcomings more than your winnings. So,
the thing is too is despite your theme, if you're building strong connections with everyone you meet and fans, locking in, marketing yourself, those people, as long as you stay engaged with them through your phone and be become enticing. Like, hey, please show up. Like, come show some love. Like, the people that don't want to usually pop out, if they love you and you build a good relationship and you touch everyone that you meet,
Or just like
they'll
hitting
pop out and
somebody
show
up
love
like
for you.
how's their day going type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't get nice texts. If you send somebody a nice text, one, they think you're asking for something, or two, they think you're being disingenuine. But that's not how I rock with people, you know what I'm saying?
Be intentional with everyone that you meet.
Yeah.
Try to take a moment to kind of like ground yourself in that moment, and
Especially in this city, man.
Yeah.
exactly.
Especially in the city of roses.
Why do you say especially
Oh, yeah.
here? Why do you say especially in Portland?
I say just because people got all ulterior motives. If you look at the shows that are going on, people are throwing shows for their own niche. People aren't targeting everybody. You know what I'm saying? People aren't basically people are just cutting off a certain demographic of people just because they don't feel like they can reach that. You know what I mean? Look at Tyler. Look at Tyler the Creator. You know what I'm saying? Band from Australia, UK, but now he makes music and he travels around the world. Them bands are lifted. You know what I mean? It's about breaking down and to build those boundaries, break them again and become a better person.
Yeah, and that's what I always say for to be a good artist. Well, now, like this day and age, you have to be different. Like you have to do something that sets you apart. Like be yourself, be uniquely yourself, because the market is so saturated. And like there's so many
Be
people
yourself and tell the truth. It ain't that hard. Type shit.
For some people it is. For some people it is hard.
Hey, I ain't speaking on some people. I only speak about myself. So shit, I know that I say shit to myself. And the only reason why I'm here today is because music saved my life. So that's all.
The only competition is the one that you got in the motherfucking mirror. Period.
You already know.
Get out of your own way and just be yourself, because people will be drawn to who you are if you're genuine. So what does your name mean?
E.T. the Prophet. Basically, it's a
like E.T. from the 90s
so it's a,
or 80s?
It's a biblical play on my name. I got the name E.T. from my football coach in 8th grade. Shout out Mr. Bobby. He gave me the name E.T. because I had a homeboy named Elijah on the team as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like Elijah, E.T., the Prophet. Elijah, the Prophet, E.T. It's me. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I
why I
thought
did
it
my.
had something to do with the movie E.T. I was like,
Hey, I've never even seen the movie.
You've never seen it?
Nah.
Honestly, a lot of people don't like it because it's kind of slow, but I loved it.
I went on the ride at Universal Studios. That's what it's called.
Me too. Yeah, it was dope. It was.
Yeah. Love Universal.
Yeah.
I need to go check out Mario Land, bro. I'm gonna try to take some mushrooms. Go fucking.
that would be wild.
Go be scared in Mario Land for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Going to Bounce Castle. I know I'm finna have a weird
you're like
trip.
getting into the actual game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sounds fun.
Hell yeah. Go fuck with some toads, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. So do you have any any projects coming up that you want to talk about?
Profit music coming soon.
Profit music?
Profit music.
What's that? Your album or?
It's my debut single piece of body of work that I'm gearing up to release.
Okay. So you said that your name is like a biblical take on your nickname. Do you get inspiration from the Bible with your music, or where does that come from?
I wouldn't be able to say I get any inspiration from the Bible, but I definitely get inspiration from folk tales, like folk stories. Like, like I read, I forget, I'm having a major brain blip, but you like the real story of Peter Pan, the real story of Little Mermaid and shit. Like before Disney bought up the rights.
Grimm's stories.
Yeah, Grimm stories. Yeah, I'd say I just get my shit from what I read. Like I love reading books. Like I just finished the 48 Laws of Power. I should have finished it a long time ago, but I did it. You know what I'm saying?
You did it now.
Hey, did it now. You know,
there's not a whole lot of people who read anymore. So you're unique for getting your inspiration from reading. That's the first time I've actually heard an artist say that they get their inspiration from books.
I mean, I get inspiration from everything, like manga, Pokemon, video games I played. You know what I'm saying?
Just your life. Yeah.
I'm a product of the culture, of my culture. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to be a part of it. That's all.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us. What is your social media handles?
What was that?
What's your social media handles?
At E.T. the Prophet, 2 T's, 0 E's. E.T. the Prophet.
All right. Thank you so much. Are you gonna stick around to watch the other band?
Unfortunately, I can't. My grandma got some attending to, so I'm gonna go take care of that.
What's that?
My grandma got some taking care to do. I gotta go take care of that.
Okay, go take care of Grandma. All right. Well, thank you so much. This has been.
You're good people. You're good people.
Y'all. Peace, love, and positivity.
Okay. This has been On the Scene with Carissa Dez, E.T. the Prophet over here. Nice to meet you.
Carissa Dez and Kmart Woods. Have a good one. How the fuck y'all doing?
Yo. This is On the Scene with Carissa Dez with our special guest host, Kmart Woods, and our special guest artist over here, special guest of the night. We have Egypt together recently, and then you've been just like globetrotting ever since. You said you were just in California, you're just in Seattle, you're headed to
New York.
Dubai, and then the UK. Just doing shows at all these places, or what's got you moving around?
Man, so my next spot is I'm going to the UK, and I got to perform for a big company that there's going to be like 7,000 people in the building.
Oh shit!
So that's on the 14th of July, and I'll be there till the 22nd.
Yeah. Until the 22nd of April or
July.
July. Sorry, it's already past that.
I'm trying to take a break, but people are still trying to book me, so
Hey,
I've been
that's more money
flying.
in your pocket.
Yeah, but look,
That's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah.
It's like when you try to take a break,
Yeah.
they want you more. I promise. That's what I've been doing, because I'm a musician.
I released a song that's so hot right now that it's getting so much numbers that it don't even make sense. It's like they're literally calling it legendary because everybody drinks and smokes.
Exactly.
Everybody drinks and smokes.
Yeah.
So the song is about that.
Yeah, so it's very, very relatable.
Yeah.
Very relatable. But look at me right now.
Yeah, y'all gonna hear that tonight.
So did you have another music video that was coming out of Egypt with that content, or was that just the one? Okay.
Echo the Savage, he did his thing. I'm proud of him. You know, he helped
He
film
killing
that
it.
shit.
Go book at his studios.
Shout out to my little apprentice. But yeah, that video is gonna be coming out next, right after the one that's out right now.
Yeah.
It's at 35,000, not bad, you know?
I'm really looking forward to that. Echo's good people. He's a really nice person.
Yeah.
It's funny because Echo was telling me that when he first met you, he had to pay you to have a meeting with you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
So-
now you guys are like close friends, so it's like
Oh, yeah.
weird for me. I was like, oh, I thought you guys had just been homies for a long time, but.
I'll say this, I'm an OG, I'm big dog, but I'm a very humble dude. I've seen a lot of people like in my position and just use it to their own advantage. For me, I take my position and help people. So that's why I'm loved. I can wear my jewelry anywhere. I don't have no weird ass things going on. People are solid with me because I try to put people on. So for me, it's never an issue with anything.
Yeah. Like, there are artists who have a lot of haters, and it's like, even they're like smaller artists too, and it's like they'll go to a party, and the party will like get shot up or something, or like, you know, like, because a lot of people want to hate on artists who are like starting to make it big, but it seems like you kind of go out of your way to like connect with the other artists, and like,
I love people.
Oh my gosh.
I love people, and if an artist is serious, they know that I'm the business. So if you show up in front of me and you do dumb shit, I got niggas in the streets for that. Real shit.
I've seen it. I don't know if I want to talk too much on this, but when we were in Egypt, like, I hadn't gone on a camel ride, and my homegirl hadn't either.
I saved you.
So, and everybody else had gone because we got there a little bit late. So we went, just her and I was like kind of nervous about it. And I just got like a really weird vibe that like we were gonna get like snatched up or something. But you had a meeting with some of the guys who kind of like ran the city, and they didn't fuck with us. But
Let's
really
just say
nervous.
this. I can't be touched in any way at all because my family is loyal and royal.
Everyone has to start from somewhere, and I think scouting out real talent, like, like, even me in my position, I'm not the best I can be, but like, I'm still trying to help out people under me, but you gotta watch out who you help. So having that discernment and knowing like who to put on is very powerful and useful.
I'm from the streets, you guys. I'm from the real streets. A lot of people don't know my backstory. I've been shot at, I've been stabbed, I missed bullets.
Wow.
And then you had like a sickness that you got past as well.
I had pneumonia. I beat pneumonia. I had pneumonia for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. And nobody in history can beat pneumonia after 2.5 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
fucking crazy.
You lost a lot of weight and everything.
Yeah.
But you came back from it and you're looking good now. So
That's some real dedication. That's some real dedication.
Since last time
you're looking healthy. You're looking healthy.
you put it on the muscle.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy you're here.
Give me 1 more month. That's it.
I need 1 more month to get ready for summer.
Be ready to pop out. Have
I'm
a
gonna pop out. To the point where people gonna be like, oh shit, I recognize him on tour. Cause you know, I've been on tour with Bone Thugs,
Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. I just name people. You know, Lil Baby, that's like my little cousin, for real. He's younger than me. So the song that I'm gonna perform tonight, the last song, I'm doing the whole song, but Lil Baby, his producer, made that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, give him
Got some motion.
All right. If you want.
I don't even know what to do with somebody's number. Like I have Lil B.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me his number. Like somebody knew him, but I haven't reached out to him. So I'm like, I don't want to fuck it up. You know, like I want to say the right thing.
You gotta know how to come with Lil E, because Lil E is different.
Yeah. Well, he's very,
Quiet.
Well, and he's very unique too.
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like if I say the right
That's
thing,
actually my
it'll
little
sound
nigga.
awesome.
One of my little niggas. So, I mean, we could go all the way with little Uzi Vert, little what's his name? I can't be thinking names. Little Tekka. That's my little homie from New York. You know what I'm saying? I knew all them niggas. I can tell y'all some real stuff, but we don't need to say that on the on the mic.
You can if you want to, but
Yeah. Oh, you really can? Okay. Well, all them niggas is my little niggas, so I'm big dog to all of them niggas. So when I say I need a feature, right away, they can't say no.
Exactly.
Just like what is it? Soulja Boy. I helped him write his shit.
I love Soulja Boy.
That's my homeboy.
There was something in the news recently.
Yeah, his uncle Big Mike or Miami Mike is my nigga. Like my nigga. Woo, like that. So I'm talking about like I'm family. So them niggas is just niggas to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at them like no famous shit. Just like Snoop is my cousin.
Homies, yeah.
Snoop is my fucking cousin.
I can see a resemblance.
Huh?
I can see a resemblance.
Oh yeah, we act the same. I learned a lot from them, and E40 is my
Now
uncle.
you see a resemblance with him
Yeah.
too.
E40 is
I
my
think they
actual
look alike.
uncle. That's why he follows me out of anything.
Period.
So who is your most favorite person who you've done a song with?
One thing I could say, my most favorite person was Crazy Bone.
Okay.
Crazy Bone showed me what seriousness was. I never got into the weed business until they got me into it. When I went on tour with them before I got sick, I was actually sick on tour with them, didn't even know I was sick. I was bleeding when I got on the plane, and I got off the plane in Vegas. I had to go to the hospital because I didn't even know I was bleeding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to jump off tour.
Yeah.
So I'm actually, those are the people I look up to. That and Baby Bash, he's my uncle too, by the way.
Wait, what's that song? So you got me twisted higher than the ceiling. Ooh, is that ultimate
Oh,
feeling, right?
I gotta say something too, you know, my brand.
Oh yeah, he has a new leaf.
Siggo. I love this brand. I'm so happy that it's my brand and they represent me. I represent them. Whatever I tell them to do, they just do it. And
It looks pretty slick. It has
Ain't
gold
it?
on it and everything.
It's beautiful.
Try it? Can I
Yeah.
sample it?
It's such
Give a
a
little
good taste.
review.
Next time I see you, I'll give you guys some. Don't worry.
That pineapple's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I
is
got
it-
you. The pineapple is my favorite.
So what does it do?
What is it?
You can switch.
Okay, so basically when you turn it, it gives you throttle. So a normal vape, it just makes it where it's harder hit. That already hits hard, but you don't have to hit it as hard as a regular vape. Like this, that brand, I used to represent them.
You can just take like a tiny amount of it.
Yeah. It never gives you what your value is. So if you hit that too hard, it takes away how many hits. Mine does not.
This is really fucking good.
That'll last 2 months.
It's smooth. It's
2
very
months.
smooth.
2 months.
Y'all need to go get you one of these.
Yeah.
Material, too.
That's why I like the gold top, you know?
It's fire.
Yeah.
It's fire as fuck.
I'm all about fashion, you know, so
yeah.
I created the gold top. But what's good about Siggo is if you turn it to the left, it shows more nicotine. If you turn it to the right, it's all gone. No nicotine at all. So for people that don't want nicotine, just turn it off.
And it's just like the flavor.
That's really smart. You're a genius for
Oh,
that.
thank you. I'm all about ingenuity.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
That's like when y'all hear my set, you're gonna see what I mean.
I can't wait. So the only time that I've seen you perform was when we were making a music video in Egypt, and then also in Egypt when we were at the Pirates, the famous Paper Factory. So I'm excited to like see your actual show, see you actually perform.
You have no idea.
I'm excited. When are you going
no
on?
Idea. You know how people jumping around? I ain't got to do none of that. I'm gonna show you why.
Bring that energy.
I'll be the one jumping around.
Because jumping around is good, but it's all about constructive, the way that you do it, you know, structure your performance. So for me, I'm more of an actor, so I'm gonna act my parts. Like if I'm gonna talk about kissing a girl, I'm gonna go like that. We got wireless mics, so I can do more, you know what I'm saying? Just depends on the mic, usually.
There's so many elements that go into a good performance that a lot of artists don't know how to understand or master. But as you learn and you grow, it becomes more of a natural thing.
Exactly. Here's the thing that I offer to any artist. Learning from someone is what matters in this industry. If you can learn from someone, you can be trained, you can be coachable, you can be taught. And if you can be taught, then you can go forward with your career.
I feel like a lot of, especially like a lot of hip hop artists that I meet, well, even like pop musicians as well, they probably don't really like somebody being like, you know, this is what you should be doing. Like, they might have like a big ego or something, but those people are gonna make it far. Like, I'm just thinking of one person. I was in like a group chat with a bunch of like Pacific Northwest artists, and this guy, I was like, this is what I can do for you. I can help you with your brand and everything. Like, do you help me make content, for marketing? And he was like, you only have 2,500 followers. This one only had 25. And he was like, I only have 600, but I'm about to overlap you. And he's like, you ain't shit. And I was like, excuse me. I was like, I'm just telling you how I can help, you know. But that's what I mean. Like, some people are just like arrogant. They're like, I already know what I'm doing, you know. But you know, you gotta humble yourself and listen to people who are doing it before you. And that's another thing which you would probably understand is that like last time I did an interview, I was talking about how like newer artists, if they took from the old stuff, like the older hip hop as well as the new, and they combined it, I think that would get them a lot farther. You know, like appreciating the older artists as well.
Yeah, and paying attention. Publication, there's no bad publication. If somebody wants to put you on their show and they had 0 followers, it's still going to be better than what you didn't have.
Exactly.
So for me, followers don't mean shit. I don't care how many followers I have. My shit jumps from 2.9 to 3 million all the time. I don't give a fuck, honestly. What I care about is wholeheartedly how people are treated. That's what I care about. How people are treated.
A person that's not able to learn is just ignorant. I was actually talking to my grandpa about this on the phone the other day. He just turned 70. Yeah. He's like, you know what, Kmar? He's like, even at my age, I'm always open ears to learning, because if you don't, what are you gonna do? Stay stagnant for the rest of your life? It's always important to be able to learn from other people and have a good team around you and be able to elevate. You know.
How do you expect to get anywhere without understanding knowledge? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People think that I just had all this money and had all this. Hell nah, man. I've been in this game for 27 years.
You work hard. I've seen you.
It takes time.
You're very organized.
Yes.
About
very.
everything you make, and you work hard. You're constantly working hard. So, you know, like, so you gotta do. It's not like, I mean, some people do get lucky and just peak in, like they have one song out that they put on the internet.
But then they fall off though.
Exactly. But most people who make it work hard, and they are business people.
Yeah, so when it comes to the game, once again, I'm an executive. Like, people pay me $150 an hour to even talk to me for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. But the reason why is because the knowledge that is in my brain can help a person get way further. Like, take example, Echo. I took him from just having a studio with a little bit of connection. And I said, you're my now apprentice. And I gave him the city. I literally gave it to him. Because guess what? To me, Echo deserves it. He worked his ass off.
He worked his
fucking ass off. And I'm proud of him. If I could say anything about anyone, that guy, I love him like a little brother.
And he has. I can see why you chose him to work with, because so I live with Echo, and he's one of my good friends, and he tries to help me. And so the knowledge that you taught him and self-taught on himself, I always tell him all the time, I'm like, bro, like, you deserve this shit. Like, you put in a lot of work.
I give him tough love too, though.
Exactly. You gotta keep it real with people, but he puts me on. He gives me game, and I'm always open ears to it. You just gotta learn how to incorporate into your life and really just be a product of your environment. So I'm super blessed to be around him. So I'm a big advocate for Echo. I love him. He's a really good person.
And honestly,
Really great
Echo has
person.
helped me a lot too, just
I can tell.
with like video editing and just like giving me game. Like he doesn't, just like you're picky about who you give game to. Echo gave us game because he sees us working hard, you know, and you gave him game because you saw the same in him.
So
So
one thing I teach, if I'm teaching you and I take my hand and I give it to you and you do wrong, I take it extra. But if you keep doing it right, I give you more. So Echo is a case where I went from...
it's energy too. It's not just like giving, it's like you can feel it, you know, you can feel that energy. Like
Shit, some of your...
if you fuck up, I've seen this. If you fuck up, the energy.
Let me take it right back. Let me stick it back in my pocket real quick.
Nah,
But,
she
you know,
witnessed... Actually, you went on tour with me, so you seen how I act.
Yeah.
I don't play.
And I think that's a good way to go about it too, because energy is valuable.
Don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it.
Somebody's not going to use that help, and they're going to take it for granted.
But I will tell you this. If you travel anywhere with me in any part of the world, I control the whole universe. And I'm going to be real. If you go anywhere with me, you're safe.
I definitely, like, when you first told me that, I was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
But then when I was there, I was like, okay, if it wasn't for you, I probably would have been kidnapped or whatever.
Absolutely.
You have a very warming...
By the young kid. I know who it was. That's how much I know.
And other times too, where I was like, man, I feel safe with you.
I'm kind of the
I
boss.
can barely hear,
I'm just-
but you have a really warming, safe energy. You seem like a very humble guy with a lot of knowledge to be able to share with other
let's just
people
say this.
and help people elevate.
No one in the world ever makes me angry. Not mad, angry. Ever. That's what I'll say. I'm more than mafia. I'm the gangster. They call me Don Dada because I come from the streets. I made it out the streets. I got the Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, GDs, Southsiders, Serranios. They're all my homies because my uncle is Lord Gino. He's the founder of everything. That's my uncle. Yeah.
Wow, you
There's
got it.
nowhere anyone can
We're
go.
safe in your hands.
And his brother, I hope it's okay to say this, your brother's
Yeah.
a king. I was like,
I'm a king, yeah.
Hit me up.
I'm
I don't know, like,
Yeah.
his culture is very different. And I was like, I kind of like being the boss, so I don't know if
me
like
show
our
you
culture
guys
would
something.
match up, you know. But he's cute if you're watching.
Let me show you guys something.
His brother's fine.
Let me show you guys something amazing. So,
I'm not
for
drinking,
me,
guys. I'm drinking Arizona
for me,
green tea.
I am a king of
No
Ghana.
balls today.
See, look, everybody
I
talks
wanna go
about
to Ghana.
cars. Remember I told you I have a Maserati? There's the Maserati.
Let me
Yeah.
It's like the same color as the sky.
see. Beautiful.
Yeah, and all my cars are the same, so you always know that I'm not lying. There's my fucking cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing to me. I don't care about none of that shit. But what I'm trying to show
I
you.
mean, if I had a Maserati, I'd be carrying. I'd be like, I got this Maserati. I'd be like bragging, telling everybody.
So for me,
If you have a 5-minute conversation with me, you know I got a Maserati. I'm like, hey, my.
just like when you was at the airport, you see how I solved that problem? You know what I flashed them with, right?
No.
I'm going to show you the more about Uneek that you don't know.
Yeah. So what I think it was is that like they made a mistake the first time, and then after that they put a mark on my
Your name.
passport, on my name and my
But
passport, because they weren't sure if I actually was telling the truth.
Absolutely.
So
They didn't
after
believe you.
that, it was like. Yeah, they had to double check everything every single time I went to a gate.
So
I was like,
so I
man.
solved that problem by doing this.
Yeah, do you remember when like I was having a hard time on the? I don't know if you knew, but in the airport.
I'm untouchable completely.
Let me see.
Yeah. You ain't never seen that.
He helped me out because I was like, they wouldn't let me on the fucking flight, and he's like, this is what you got to do, and then.
And I got a certification. So even if the cops try to pull me
I
over,
need to give me one of those.
they can't. They can't even touch me. I can literally put license plates and never fix anything. And they can't touch it. I can take my license plates off, which I did, and they can never touch me.
I wish I had that problem.
You do.
So a question that I've been asking the other artists is, have you've thrown your own like music shows at venues, right? What could you say for somebody like me who wants to throw a show but has never done it at like an actual venue? Like I've house shows, but like, what's important for somebody that's new to throwing shows?
I'll give you the game right now. So the first thing that people fail to realize, it's not about the crowd or the performers. It's about the sponsors. You should have at least 5 sponsors before you do your show.
Oh yeah.
Before. Once you have 5 sponsors, you get 5 artists. 5 artists need to go sell like 15 tickets.
Easy.
Yeah, 15 tickets.
10. I mean,
So they have somebody to perform. Somebody needs to see them performing. And then what happens is it becomes a chain reaction. Everybody else is like, "Ooh, 15 people came up, so we're gonna go up." Because, hold on, let me get some.
And then tell those 15 people to invite 10 people.
Yeah. On top of that, running a show is not hard. It's really how you structure it. I usually do contracts. I give people a contract, and you got to do this time at this time. Times be changing, I understand that, but I try to stay with the time. But I also make it where this is what you're gonna get. If you perform, you're gonna get this.
Yeah. My favorite song.
Yeah. I think just like organization is probably key from what I keep hearing. Like that's kind of like a going trend that people be saying. So, I plan on throwing a show soon. We've been talking about throwing like an all woman event because there's not really a whole lot of female artists.
Get with me. I'll show you how to do it, right?
Let's do it. Actually, like we have a few people who have thrown shows before that want to put a show together with us. So I'm trying to get a good crew of like people who.
I know how to make a crowd pack in like 15 days. It just depends on how you do the show.
Yeah, like that's honestly my biggest fear. And like normally when I have a fear, I'll just go and do it. But it's
Secret to the game is this: if you're gonna throw a show, start out with a small crowd of 100 people.
Okay, that's not that small of a crowd.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you get a venue, make sure the venue is smaller than how many people you bring.
Right.
The reason why is because if it, okay.
It looks like it's packed even if it's
Yes.
not.
For promotion and stuff.
Yeah.
I did a show in January, and it was my first show that I curated. It went really smoothly. Carissa was my door person for it, but the capacity in there was 88, but we had about 20, 30 people in there beforehand, and then we had about 70 or 80 people in there. So it looked like, for video purposes, it looked really nice.
So packed. Yeah. And that's a big thing is because appearances are not everything, but they're very important. And if you have photos and video and it looks like there's nobody there, people are like, oh, this person doesn't know how to throw a show. But if you have it packed, it's like, even if it's not that many people, it might look bigger. Hi, everybody. This is On the Scene with Carissa Dez
and Kmar Woods.
And we are here at the exhibition put on by Moody Pax, Love is Pax, here in Portland, Oregon. And we're here with our special guest, GAK Trizzy and Tally Ride. Nice to meet you. We've interviewed GAK Trizzy a couple times. GAK Trizzy is a reality TV star, a porn star, musician as well. And Tally, you're a model. Do you do any? Do you make any music also?
No, I do OnlyFans and I do porn.
Okay. Have you made porn with Trizzy before? Okay. Is that how you met? Was on Zeta?
Yeah, he was my first collab ever.
Oh, okay. And do you work in LA or just kind of everywhere?
Everywhere. We met in Tampa, which I live in Tampa, but I be traveling with him everywhere.
Okay. What are y'all doing in Portland? Just visiting?
Yeah, I came out. He did a show here.
Yeah, we just had a big show, you know what I'm saying, at Club Spark.
Hell yeah.
We turned that bitch up. We turned that bitch up. It was a vibe.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was
big butt cheek gang was in the house that night, just like we are today.
It was cool to see like a whole different scene pop out, and I'm always grateful to meet new people. So it was awesome.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the Portland music scene from what you've seen so far? How is it different from other places that you've been to?
I like it. It's lit. She sounded good. I heard a little bit of it when we were at Club Spark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's really different, but I like it. I don't know how it's really different, but I like it. I like this.
Yeah, Portland, we're working on our style. We're kind of starting from the ashes again after COVID, just like most places.
This summer is gonna be crazy though. Have you been involved in the Tampa music scene? Is that where you're from, right? Have you ever ventured out and explored?
I'm not really that tapped into the local music scene, but I'm from Ohio, so I know more about the Ohio music scene. I've been in Tampa for like a year and a half, but
Okay. Alrighty, so you just got there. I mean, I just moved to Portland a year and a half ago, so.
So you're already making waves here.
Oh yeah.
What is Ohio music like? Like, what is, do you know? What is Ohio music? Okay. I've been through, but I have no idea what the music would sound like, to be honest with you. But, how much longer are you going to be in Portland for?
I'm probably gonna leave in a few days, but then I come back May 10th, 11th, and 12th.
What do you got planned next time?
Okay, May 11th is my birthday, so I'll have to pop out for that. I'm a tourist.
Where's your next show gonna be at?
Huh?
Where's your next show gonna be at?
My next show is gonna be in Houston.
Where is it?
May 7th.
Houston. Okay. But are you coming back to Spark?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Spark next Thursday, probably. Well, the Thursday after next Thursday.
Okay.
I think that's the 11th.
I haven't been to many shows at Spark. Did they just start doing shows there, or?
Honestly, I just turned 21.
Yeah, I should know better. But
Probably shouldn't tell people that as much, just because people. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I started getting involved in the scene before I was 21, but I started popping out to Spark when Alana started, like, she got her residency and she started throwing shows there. So ever since K-pop night and stuff, that's when I started seeing like a movement of shows.
Yeah, is it all ages or?
No, it's 21 plus.
I know nothing about the bird.
Yeah, it's a club, so yeah.
So do you plan on doing any collaborations with Big Burr, like for music?
Yeah, we should. We got a song coming out very, very soon. Probably dropping next week.
All right, like a hip hop vibes.
Didn't you guys all do a show? I mean, not a show. Didn't you guys all do a song about Bobby?
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that one. How does it go?
Like, Bobby, I love you, Burr. I'm fighting for your love.
Oh, I think I have heard that.
I watched it. I watched it. I be peeping. I be watching.
Yeah, so I saw that there was some drama online, or like you posted something about like some text messages. What's that all about?
Oh yeah, Bobby been, just saying trolling and talking all that shit, this and that. He really said, okay. So I posted the flyer for my show in out here in Spark. For the Grown Ass Kids Party, and it made him mad. He was like, "You guys need to stop using my name and my show." Bitch, fuck you. We made the show.
Well, I don't.
No show without me.
I don't.
The reunion was mine.
I actually was reading some of the comments on that, and it was like, why is he mad when you guys were a part of this show? Like, it was, the show was called his name. If it wasn't called his name, you'd be doing the same thing. Like, that's where people know you from.
Yeah, but wasn't he drunk or something? So he was wilding out. So he was drunk. But didn't he say that he was drunk or something? So that's why he was wilding out or something.
He already drunk, doing all miscellaneous activities.
Yeah, I heard that. Like, who told me? Somebody told me that on reality TV shows, they usually give you like endless amounts of alcohol. So like, it's just like free alcohol everywhere. So it's easy to just be drunk all the time. Is that true?
It's definitely a turn up. A lot of alcohol. Yeah.
How was your experience on the show overall?
It was lit.
It was lit?
There you go. I enjoyed it.
Was this your first?
We do it again. So.
Are you in the midst of working on something new with Zeus Network?
Who knows? You gotta stay tuned to find out, but you know.
Okay.
My fan favorite, so.
Alrighty. Was that your first step of recognition, or were you already kind of popping beforehand and then you kind of got recruited?
I've been at fame since the porn, because I'm the top 5 porn stars in the world.
One of the top porn stars in the world.
Wow. I need to check that out.
On the show, some people didn't know how to react when the fame hit, but I already knew it.
But for real,
my dick for years now.
I respect it though, because people sometimes hate on porn stars and shit, but everybody and their mamas be beating their meats to it, you know? They be getting their little nut off, so post your fucking content, make that back. People are gonna watch it regardless. The same people who are hating are the ones that are watching it to get their nut off.
Exactly. Like, how can you hate on it when you're watching it? But also, like, most people I know now have an OnlyFans piece, and then like
I be trying to tell people to run it up.
It's sex work
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Portland, if you got any OnlyFans creators, tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? Got 36,000 followers on OnlyFans. Got 130,000 on one of my Twitters. Another 103,000 on another Twitter. Another 90 on another. So let's run it up. If you're in Portland and you make OnlyFans content, DM me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Make it go viral.
Have you had a lot of people in your DMs since you've been here in Portland? Like,
Kind of, sort of, but not for like content. Like on Twitter,
yeah.
nobody from Portland responded. It still has to get a Twitter like recognition. It's not like a Twitter thing yet. It hasn't spread it out to Portland like that.
Yeah, a lot of the Portland Twitter people are like toxic, and you know, I'm not gonna talk too much on it, but but I know a lot of Portland people who are on Twitter, and they made me actually get off of Twitter because they're wilding out too much.
I've never really used Twitter like that.
You don't use Twitter?
I barely have ever used it. It was like weird. So many people use it and I've just barely ever used it. I slightly used it once. But what people don't realize about the porn industry and stuff, I mean, I'm not in the porn industry, but there's so many ways to make money. It's like at the tip of your fingertips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a piercing on my dick.
What?
I got a piercing on my dick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Tattoos, all that shit.
Did it hurt?
No. Honestly, I think me getting my dick pierced and tatted helped my career. Because I blew up after that. No, it made my career better.
Oh, okay.
It like,
Well, it's unique. I don't see a lot of people with. I've never seen a dick with a tattoo on it before, so.
it says magic, because it's a magic stick.
Is that you just have the one tattoo on it, or?
I got a smiley face on it too.
Okay.
And then I
On
got
your...
I got some on my pubic hairs. One says sit here. Another one says call me daddy.
I love that.
Oh, there's no names on there?
There is a name on my right above my right here. And I got that when I was in prison. Because one of the guards liked me and I was, you know what I'm saying?
You wanted the guard to like you?
I got the tattoo. I was eating pizza and everything.
You got the guard's name. I'm fucking weak.
I feel like Justin Bieber, I swear.
He was
She had
treated
long hair.
as a celebrity after that. And he also got I know that you got a tattoo on your face after Pizza Felicia, your girlfriend who broke your heart when you were in prison. RIP.
Whore.
What happened? Why'd you guys break up?
We talked about this in the last episode.
What did X say? He said,
she got pregnant with
last
somebody
time
else.
I cuffed the bitch, she told the world I beat her, huh?
What did you say?
I said, it's like an X lyric. It said, last time I cuffed the bitch, she told the world I beat her, huh?
Oh my god.
She was like Krayshawn. She just beat my ass.
Oh my gosh.
And then, you know,
What, did she get pregnant or something?
she got pregnant on me when I got locked up.
And she was beating your ass? Damn.
That's fucked.
I hear that so often that girls are beating men's asses. Like, I mean, sometimes
How she beat your ass when she was the one
She was wild.
getting some dick and you got pregnant?
She'd be like, pull your dick out, let me smell your balls. And she really do it. If I didn't let her, she'd stab it. Scratches.
I can't. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, but do you think you deserved it when she beat you up? No. You're a good boy. You're an angel.
You were a good boy?
She used to just fast for no reason type shit. It'd be like,
Damn.
She was on
that's
some
hard.
demon time.
Yeah.
On some real demon time. Some people got that devil. It overpowers, you know, there's an angel on
Now
your
she got
shoulder,
3
there's a
kids,
devil
3
on your
daddy.
shoulder.
Damn. I can imagine having, I have one baby daddy and I could barely even deal with him. You know who you are. Having 3?
I got 5 baby mamas.
I could not.
You got 5 baby mamas? I did not know you had that many damn
I
kids.
just take care of my kids. I don't deal with them.
That OnlyFans following pays for the child support.
Yeah. Hell yeah. How old are your kids?
Got an 8-year-old, 3 6-year-olds,
3
and then 2
6-year-olds.
2 1-year-olds.
Aww.
Aw, that's
They're all
really
babies.
cool. Were any of them pregnant at the same time?
Yeah, they had 3. He has 3 6-year-olds.
My oldest daughter, well, no, I'm lying. My second oldest daughter and my twins' mom was pregnant at the same time. And then my last baby mama was pregnant. The bitch lied and said, "Oh, I'm on birth control."
You're on some
None of all
future
of her
timing.
shit.
You're on
Yeah,
some
right.
future timing. Do you want more?
Nick Cannon's says that he wants to populate the earth, like repopulate the earth. What did he say? I don't know.
It's already overpopulated.
I know. I don't know what he said exactly, but he's trying to spread his genes. basically.
Eventually,
Want more kids though.
eventually he won't be able to pay for any more formula. Like
I need at least 4 more.
You need
the
more
inflation's
What?
fucking
You want
crazy. Like a motherfucker.
I cannot. One is a lot. Two is like enough. Almost too many. But I love you, kids. Like two kids is so much harder than one. And then I feel like after you have two, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I know somebody who had 14 kids, and that was like they were pregnant for like 20 years or something. So I cannot.
That sounds expensive.
Do you have any kids?
That sounds expensive.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
Honestly, like I know you didn't ask for advice, but anybody who doesn't have kids, I'm like, don't have kids. Don't do it. I have kids, but
The mission got aborted. B. I'm just kidding.
What?
Rest in peace. Never mind. Never mind.
things have gotten so much more
No,
expensive.
no.
I can't hear you.
I said, like Glorilla said, the mission got aborted. B.
Yeah,
Or just swallow them.
yeah, shit has just gotten so much more expensive since I've had my kids. You know what I mean? Like, life is hard. Why
The
bring more
economy is not good right now to be popping out babies left and right.
kids? Unless you have a lot of money, like, just forget about it. Just have fun and enjoy your life.
I personally, like, I know this is about you guys, but like me personally, I don't want to have kids until like I'm locked in with the man and we married. I'm not gonna play the baby mama part. That's not one of my goals.
Yeah, I want to wait until I'm like settled down or try to make it work before I'm just like the baby mom.
Yeah, I would just say like, and my mom told me the same thing, but I really think that you should get traveling out of the way. And like, of course, take your kids traveling, but just like get your crazy shit out of the way before you have kids.
And be like established, like I would like to be established like financially and everything first. I know it always don't work that way, but that's how I would like to do it.
Yeah. So, other than kids in your future, what do you have anything that you're planning on doing in the near future? Like any big things that you're doing, movies or anything like that?
What anybody thinks.
That's good. Do whatever makes you happy at the end of the day.
What do you say to like your family and your friends who judge you for it? Who are like, oh, you do that.
Yeah, well, my family doesn't know yet.
Oh, now they're gonna know.
They might know. I feel like they have an inkling, but I don't think they'll care. I think once I am like making like a substantial amount of money, they'll be okay with it. But I've just been kind of scared to tell them. But I don't think they're gonna like freak out or disown me.
Yeah. Well, then at that point you can be like, you're judging me? Well, fuck you. I'm a millionaire, so bye.
Yeah, right?
Be like, you want some money?
Or they're like,
You don't want money? Okay, bye.
well, at least you're like supporting yourself doing it. You're not, you know?
Yeah,
type of
you're like,
thing.
you're hating, but look,
At least you're not-
a full of money. Okay.
The girls do.
Too many
Your
of
mom
these
says
men.
Be like, aren't you doing the same thing, but you're not getting paid for it? Like,
Too many of these men want the whole package, like without no effort or nothing involved.
yeah, I know. Like,
That shit's
And it's fun.
overrated.
Like sometimes it's not like so like sometimes you just put the camera up and you just like fuck. Like it still feels like real. It's not like right now like I can pick who I want to. Like I'm not working for no agencies or nothing. So it's like I'm picking. It's like, oh, I think you're cute.
Do you-
Okay, let's do a collab.
Do you plan on keeping it that way, or do you want to eventually go kind of like mainstream with it and get contracts involved? Because I've heard there's a lot of people who kind of like get into bad situations with that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into like a contract or anything, but like maybe if like some company asked me to do like a couple of scenes or something like that, I would do something like that. But I don't want to get like stuck in something.
Yeah.
Unless it was something I don't know.
Keep it more independent, because then you
Yeah,
have
yeah, I
control
wanna
of
be-
what's
yeah.
going on, and I think that's really important, especially with like things regarding like consent and stuff, because when you get into the higher tier, level of it, like I don't know if you've seen, but like Mia Khalifa, I think that's what her name is.
Yeah.
Like she didn't make barely any money from the videos she posted, and now they're like streamed all over the world.
The girls
And-
are so like OnlyFans is so good now, right? Because she would get paid like $1,000 or whatever to do the scene, but she's not making any money off of the views or like
Exactly.
anything like
Make
that.
sure to get
Like,
your royalties and lock that shit in.
Because like when I post to the sites, like I'm getting paid off the views.
Exactly.
So, I like
my opinion, you should control. I mean, my opinion doesn't always matter, you know. Everyone's their own individual, but I think you should be able to control like what you put out and stuff. And so many people are so young and so vulnerable going into these industries, and so they're people, predators, and people just like try to take advantage of that. And then next thing you know, years later, they're just like trapped and they're just not in a good position and they lose a part of themselves, and that's really sad. So
Yeah, no, I hear that happen a lot, even like the Lana Rhodes stuff.
oh yeah. Go give them a follow. Shout out your Instagram again.
Tally Wright, TALLYRYDE. My Twitter too.
And then Trizzy, your turn.
Trizzy, what's your social media again?
My Instagram is GAK Trizzy Dingling. My Twitter is GAK Trizzy, Big GAK3, Inside Nigga Trizzy. And my X videos is Dingling118. So go to X videos and search Dingling118 or Grown Ass Kids or GAK Trizzy or I can suck my own dick.
But nah,
and we're gonna twerk out this bitch, but this has been Pharmacee with Carissa Dez.
Kmart Woods. Hold on. We're here in Portland supporting Lovey's PAX event. He's really showed out with this shit. You know, I really show him a lot of gratitude just because the hospitality here is amazing, and you know, there's so much going on in the scene where people just don't give credit where it's due. So, yeah. Shout out to him for putting this shit on. You can tell he put a lot of love and a lot of effort into this shit. So it's amazing. Yeah, thank you guys for popping out. I appreciate y'all for being so transparent. I can't get up.
Baby.